Let's talk Kathy Vu. Kathy Vu was an influencer here on TikTok out of the Houston, Texas area, and she was most known for having that girly pink Hello Kitty aesthetic that a lot of Asian girls have. I will say I never heard of her until this case came out. The story goes basically her boyfriend, whose name is Polly, and his friend Jaden are involved in drugs, and something happened where they're alleging that they killed two people over drugs, and they said that Kathy was an accomplice in it because she helped clean up the murder. Where the story went crazy was the two dudes, Polly and Jaden, were alleged to left the country and go to Vietnam, while Kathy was left here high and dry. She was brought into court. She had to surrender her passport. She was given an ankle monitor and is on house arrest even now. Polly and Jaden were quickly found in Vietnam. A lot of people attribute it to the way aunties be talking their mess around town. There's many reports about this story, so if you would like to go and research and get the full scoop, that's on you. Kathy's on house arrest, the two guys are thrown in jail, and the case is unraveling, and they will have their day in court very soon, I think. A lot of reports are alleging that Jaden is turning on Polly and Kathy. It looks like this friendship is not going to last too long, because if you start snitching, what kind of friendship is that? When I was doing my research on this case months ago, I found a woman who claimed to be Kathy's cousin, and she did prove that she really was her cousin. And she posted a plethora of videos about Kathy, about the case, and all this nonsense, which I was like, damn, if that was my cousin, I would fucking hate them. Because if I was involved in this shit, and you're my family, you're my blood, you don't say shit. Especially on TikTok. I'm here on Reddit, and I'm gonna read you some of the things that I've seen about Kathy. This person named Furfino says, "This is nuts to me. I used to sit next to her in class. I would never ever thought she would be capable of doing something like this. She took her academics seriously and received countless scholarships." He or she goes on and on and on about it. Then another person goes by the name Faconder. They say, "You didn't know the real her then. Fragile, always in the shadow of her siblings, clout-chasing scammer, and always the victim. Able to fabricate stories and make it appear that she was living the life, when in fact she failed to accomplish what her siblings did in college. Failed at finding a decent human being for a boyfriend, and failed to keep bridges without bringing them." But I think they meant burning. "She is fucked. She assisted in the murder, and she ain't being let off easily. I understand you knew her, but this is exactly why she has developed the behavior and attitude she has. Because all the people around her want to forgive her and pat her on the back. Tell her it's okay. Tell her she's wonderful. You create a narcissistic sociopath, thick, human, incapable of logic and empathy." Another person who goes by Fabulous Ad 5744 said, "You sit next to her in class, but you never actually experienced the drama she caused to others because of her big-ass mouth. Kathy has always been a victimizer, scammer, and bully. You sit next to her in college, but you should have seen the way she was in high school. Don't idolize someone based off of the grades they received. Rather, you should be aware of the way she treated people due to her so-called fame. There are Asian girls that are really pretty, that are really popular, but they do have a lot of haters. Whether it being that the girl really is a piece of shit, or it's jealousy, or what, I don't know. And I will say this. Even if Kathy was a mean girl, even if she was a bitch to you, that doesn't equate to her being involved in a murder. What I think about this case is Polly and Jaden are definitely going to get time. There's no way they're going to get out of it. Kathy is the one that could really get out of this if she plays her cards right with her attorneys. I am someone far from the streets, but I will say this. If Jaden truly is going to throw them under the bus, you're a bitch. Because if you're really going to play that drug game and you're going to be like, oh, I want to be a gangster, I want to do this and that, you're going to go down with what you did. The moment it gets tough, you're going to throw your friend under the bus. That's crazy. Kathy, if you're listening to this somehow, which I feel like you're definitely at home on social media on a fake page or something like that, I really am wondering how you're doing. If anyone out there who is watching this knows Kathy, knows of this case, please message me, comment, because I want to keep up with this case. If you enjoyed this video or this type of content, please give me a follow and I will keep them coming. Thank you, and I hope you guys have a really good Thanksgiving. Even you, Kathy.